The men and women who you're about to see are not professional actors. They are real people who've decided to share their painful experience with hair loss and the path they took to overcome it.
I noticed probably around the age of 18 that my hair started to thin. I just started to have tests done and tried different pills and shampoos, and nothing really worked.
I was hoping upon hope that it wouldn't happen, and sure enough, it caught up with me. I mean, it caught up, and I'm in my mid-20s. I'm too young for this to happen.
It got so bad that if there was a family occasion, I could literally, and it took me years for me, and actually therapy, for me to realize that the day of whatever I was going to, a wedding, a party, whatever, I would start vomiting. And I could make myself run a fever. And I would call and say, you know what, I've got the flu, I can't go, and I just wouldn't go.
I lost my hair at 30 years old. Kind of knew it was coming, to be honest with you. I look at my grandparents on both sides of the family had lost their hair. Grandmothers also. Mom and Dad both didn't have any hair, so I knew it was only a matter of time, and it came.
The one thing I had control over was when it all came off. So I asked Chris, my husband, to take it, just shave the rest. So on my terms.
After Karen went through the chemotherapy treatments, her hair was completely gone. And as it started to grow back, it came back even thinner than it was originally before she went through the treatments. So she really needed to do something.
I had a full head of hair all the way through I was 18, 19 years old. At 21, going through life's motions, the hair just kept falling out faster and faster. I didn't want to live like that. So I decided to do something to change my life. I'm an engineer and a supervisor. I've been at my job for approximately 21 years. And when I first started off, I used to wear a baseball hat every day. One day I came with my new hair, I took my hat off, and everybody was looking at me like, geez. They said something was different. So from that day on, I feel like I got a little bit more respect. I was looked at as a newer face, meaning younger. Somebody new with fresh ideas coming across. In life, you got to do things for yourself. This is one of the things I did, and I feel confident and proud.
Life now is pretty good. It feels good to feel good. And the hair, I actually feel more beautiful than I ever have in my whole life. It's just nice to feel like I've got a second chance. I feel like a whole new beginning is starting, and it's exciting.
It's quick, it's easy. You know, most of the people that know that I had it done are really curious on, you know, how hard was it, or how much time did it take? How much pain was there? Well, there was none. You can't even get through, 5-6 pages of the Sports Illustrated and you're out the door. I mean, it was really that quick. Once you go in, you see your consultant and they do this process for you. It's really fast. It's really fast. You're in and out. It is no different than anybody else. A guy that didn't have this done goes to the barber. I go to a hair replacement studio.
Just being around people all day long, working with the staff, you worry about how you look. I'm not afraid to be in front of a group of people. I have the confidence I didn't have before, and I know that people aren't just looking at my hair, they're looking at me. With the system, you can shower, get it wet, shampoo it, you can do all the things that you do with normal hair, and I don't have to feel like everyone's constantly looking at my hair because it's thin.
I showed it to Elizabeth, my wife, the first time. She was brought to tears. Just seeing me with hair again just floored her. And it's a whole new world for me. It's life-changing.
So my very first day of going to work, I got my new hair on a Saturday, went to work on Monday, and we have a large murder trial, a high-profile murder trial that's going to be televised on Court TV. And that night it was on the news because it was a big case. And my phone did not stop that night. My family's calling saying, you look fabulous, you look fabulous. And I put the TV on and I taped it. And I couldn't stop watching myself and saying, I'm like 20 years younger, like this is me.
Hair loss and thinning hair. It affects 50% of us, men and women. You've just seen what it feels like to regain your hair, the life-changing experience that can be yours. Real people, real stories, from people just like you. They've shared the heartbreak of losing their hair, their appearance, and their self-confidence. But they also showed you their transformation back to having hair again. Take charge of your life. Don't be anything less than you want to be. You too can have great-looking hair. Do it. Don't settle. You only have one life. For a free brochure, call Genesis 2 at 800-554-3535 or visit them at genesishair.com.